Okay, so now that this patch has been uploaded, we're going to quickly talk about the patch. So today, Riot updated Teamfight Tactics. They put up a B patch because I don't know if you watched my video I posted up yesterday, but Shadow was kind of broken. I ran Shadow to that video was 10.3, so I ran Shadow then, and it was absurd. I kind of just smashed face, and with my items were horribly unoptimized, but yet I still kind of just stomped face. I think I only lost like 2 or 3 phases. But let's quickly talk about the patch that they dropped. So that was meant to target Shadow. So they lowered the Shadow bonus damage from 165 at 6 to 150%. Xion spell damage at level 2 they lowered that by 50, and at level 3 they lowered it by 100. Master Yi got probably the biggest nerf. Goes from at 1 star 75 to 40, and at 2 star from 100 to 80. So basically, a 2 star Master Yi has the same bonus damage as almost has the same bonus damage as the old 1 star Yi. So as a whole, what does this say? Well, let's talk about why Shadow was really good in the first place. And there's 3 keys in my mind as to what made Shadow, well, really 4. We'll talk about the 4th first because it's kind of the most out there. Malthazar summons made it very difficult to attack particular targets. His summons would just block everything and get in the way and prevent your heroes from actually going out and killing all the squishy Shadow heroes. That wasn't really addressed here. Probably didn't need to be either. The other reason is Kindred. So Kindred gets Kindred's ult off probably the fastest of any of the Shadow heroes. So it was really easy for Kindred to get her ult off, hit something, and instantly refresh the Shadow buff. It's hard to nerf Kindred because Kindred goes in like 15 different builds at the moment, because Kindred is a Shadow, an Inferno, and a Ranger. So hitting Kindred like really impacts the game. That said, Kindred might be one of the most important heroes in the game, so maybe deserved a nerf, but I digress. We'll pass on that. So now we get into where some of the issues occurred. The first one I'll talk about is Xion, when Xion got nerfed. The big issue with Xion is your front line in Shadow. So Xion ends up inevitably being in the front, taking all the damage and bashing all the damage out. So Xion gets Xion's ult off very quickly, because when you get beat in the head enough times, you get your ult off pretty quick. The problem is that this ult was going off at the same time you had 6 Shadows, so you had 106% damage on top of that ult. So a 2-star Kindred was doing over 1,000 damage with that ult. That was just one-shotting pretty much all the 1-stars in this game. Not to mention the fact it stuns. Like, Xion is pretty much very key to Shadow in general, because Shadow has no front line otherwise. So this will hopefully reduce the amount of times that Xion just kind of flies in front of things, gets beat in the head, ults, and then kills like 2 to 3 things with the ult. Hopefully. But the real backbreaker was when you got Master Yi. Master Yi DPS with Shadow buff was insane. Just melt everything. And melt everything some more. And melt everything some more. Combine that with Yasuo and Janna, you get the cloud buff, so you get some evasion, and you get 2 Blade Master. It would throw a bloodthirst on Master Yi. Master Yi became unkillable, just murdered entire compositions. This of everything was probably the most necessary. Now you basically have to get 2-star Master Yi, because this is nothing. This is actually just a crush. Master Yi already is one of the worst tier 5 units in the game, but combined with this nerf, like, Master Yi 1-star will be pretty dreadful. And the only way you're going to get better is if you manage a 2-star. So that's kind of my thoughts overall. I think they probably hit the mark pretty well on this. I don't think this destroys Shadow, mostly because this bonus damage is not that significant, but it gives all the other comps kind of a fighting chance to fight against Shadow. So that's all I got to say on this. Just quick patch upload. So I'll post this video up and we can get in some games now.